Jose Mourinho told Man Ut all they need to know about £50 million transfer target. Manchester United are one of many clubs linked with Bournemouth centre-half Dean Huijsen as the summer transfer window approaches, with Jose Mourinho already summing up his potential. Jose Mourinho has already told Manchester United everything they need to know about Dean Huijsen. The Red Devils are reportedly looking to overhaul their squad this summer. Ruben Amorim has failed to get the best out of the side he inherited from Erik Ten Hag back in November. As a result, United currently languish in 13th in the table and are on track to secure their worst-ever finish in the Premier League era. Many fans are eager to see what United do during the summer transfer window, as the Old Trafford hierarchy look to offload players who have failed to make a mark, while bringing in exciting new talents to hit the ground running in 2025-26 and suit Amorim's favored 3-4-3 style of play. One of the names they're linked with at present comes in the form of 19-year-old Bournemouth centre-half Huijsen, and former United boss Mourinho's previous comments about the Spain international were as glowing as endorsements come. Speaking about the youngster who he worked with during his time at Roma, Mourinho said, "Dean Huijsen has 10 minutes of football in the Serie A, but he's one of the biggest prospects in football. He will be a very great player in the future." Incredibly fresh to the beautiful game, Huijsen made his way through the ranks of Juventus' next-generation reserve team in 2023, before enjoying a half-season loan with Roma in January the following year. The defender racked up 14 appearances for the Serie A side before returning to his parent club, but was quickly snapped up by Bournemouth in a £12.8 million deal last summer. Despite only playing in the Premier League for the past season, Huijsen has put the world on notice, racking up 27 appearances for the side and helping them mount an unlikely European football charge. And while he's got a 6-year deal with the Cherries, which sees him contractually tied to the Vitality Stadium until July 2030, it's also said to include a £50 million release clause. That could prove too tempting to ignore for United. However, the Red Devils are not the only side who are reported to be monitoring Huijsen's situation at present, with Real Madrid, Barcelona, Chelsea, and Liverpool each said to be showing an interest. Mourinho isn't the only manager who had positive feedback on Huijsen either, with his successor at Roma, Daniele De Rossi, previously explaining how the sky is the limit for the talent. The Italian said of Huijsen last year, "Huijsen is becoming more and more mature. He does a lot. He's very smart. He doesn't look 18 years old on the field. He knows what he is doing, but sometimes a little too well. Huijsen is good with the ball at his feet, but sometimes a little too calm. I think he needs to learn some more Italian tricks in his own box. If he does that, he will become one of the best players in the world." Bruno Fernandes will not leave Manchester United, confirms Ruben Amorim. Manchester United fans can put transfer speculation to rest, as Bruno Fernandes is set to stay at Old Trafford beyond the summer. Rumors linking the Portuguese midfielder with a move to Real Madrid have been completely dismissed by Sporting CP manager Ruben Amorim, who made a strong statement about Fernandes's future during a recent press conference. Amorim, who has been widely tipped as a future Manchester United manager, spoke with certainty about Fernandes's commitment to the club. "Bruno is the kind of player that we want, and he's not going anywhere because I already told him so," Amorim stated firmly. His words make it clear that there is no chance of the United captain leaving, despite interest from top European clubs. No Real Madrid move for Bruno. Recent reports suggested that Real Madrid had been keeping a close eye on Fernandes, considering him as a potential reinforcement for their midfield. With the Spanish giants always on the lookout for world-class talent, Fernandes's consistent performances in the Premier League made him an attractive option. However, Amorim's latest comments have shut down any possibility of a move. The Portuguese coach reiterated that United must retain their top players if they want to compete at the highest level. "We want to win the Premier League one day, and so our best players must stay. And Bruno is one of them," Amorim emphasized. This statement aligns with Manchester United's long-term vision of returning to the summit of English football, a journey in which Fernandes remains a key figure. Fernandes' influence at United. Since arriving from Sporting CP in January 2020, Fernandes has been an indispensable part of the squad. His ability to dictate play, score goals, and create chances has made him one of the most influential midfielders in the world. More importantly, his leadership qualities have been crucial in guiding the team through difficult times. This season, despite United's struggles, Fernandes has remained one of their most consistent performers. His passion, work ethic, and technical brilliance have made him a fan favorite at Old Trafford. As club captain, he continues to inspire his teammates and set high standards on and off the pitch. Manchester United's ambitions. Amorim's words reflect a broader vision for Manchester United. The club has been in a rebuilding phase, and while they have faced setbacks, there is a clear intention to restore their status as Premier League contenders. Retaining key players like Fernandes is essential to achieving that goal. With the summer transfer window approaching, United are expected to make significant moves in the market, but losing their best players is not an option. Fernandes' presence in the squad ensures stability and quality, something the team needs to mount a serious challenge for silverware in the coming seasons. A strong message to rivals. Amorim's firm declaration sends a clear message to both Real Madrid and any other club eyeing Fernandes. He is not for sale. His commitment to United's project is unwavering, and with the right reinforcements, he could be instrumental in leading the team back to success. For now, United fans can rest easy, knowing that their talismanic captain is staying put. The road to Premier League glory may still be long, but with players like Fernandes in the squad, the Red Devils remain hopeful of reclaiming their place at the top. 9 players could miss Nottingham Forest versus Manchester United as Ruben Amorim handed boost. Manchester United are set to welcome back 2 players when they take on Nottingham Forest, while Nuno Espirito Santo's side could be without 2 major stars for the fixture. Manchester United's injury crisis is easing ahead of their Premier League clash with Nottingham Forest on Tuesday. Luke Shaw, Harry Maguire, and Lenny Yoro all returned to training last week, and Ruben Amorim has confirmed that Shaw is the only one not ready to play yet. Backup goalkeepers Altay Bayindir and Tom Heaton also trained after recovering from knocks. Patrick Dorgu is also in contention to return to the starting lineup, having served a suspension after being sent off in the 3-2 win over Ipswich last month. However, Lisandro Martinez, Kobbie Mainoo, Ahmad, Aiden Heaven, and Johnny Evans will all miss the fixture through injury. Amorim did state that Mainoo should be back in action soon, while Heaven will be able to return before the end of the season. "It was not so serious," Amorim said when asked about the teenage defender in his pre-match press conference. "He is recovering, not ready to play, but he will return this season for sure. Luke is not ready yet. We are starting doing some drills with the team, but we are getting Luke. Mason Mount is feeling better. He was already on the bench in the last game. I think Kobbie is almost returning also, but not ready for this game. Johnny Evans is recovering. Aiden is recovering. Who else? Licha is out, you know. I think that's it. Maguire is also ready to go to the game. Yoro? Yes." Forest, meanwhile, could be missing 2 key players when they host United at the City Ground. Star striker Chris Wood, who is the league's 4th top scorer with 18 goals, picked up a hip injury while on international duty with New Zealand and missed Forest's FA Cup quarter-final clash with Brighton. "Let's wait and see," Espirito Santo said when asked about Wood's fitness. "It is going to be day by day. We have to assess him. It is all about the pain he has. It was a big impact on his hip, and it is very painful. We have to assess him." Morgan Gibbs-White is also a doubt after he was forced off during the Brighton game after a collision with a post. "We are going to assess him," Espirito Santo added. "He had a big contact against the post. His leg was not okay and he was struggling." Backup goalkeeper Carlos Miguel remains sidelined with a hamstring injury he picked up in Forest's FA Cup fourth-round win over Exeter in February. Forest have enjoyed an outstanding campaign so far and currently sit third in the league. They are also set to face Manchester City in the semi-finals of the FA Cup and are hoping to win that competition for the first time since 1959. However, United have endured a lackluster campaign and are 13th in the league. They could still rescue their season by winning the Europa League, which would see them qualify for next season's Champions League.